Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dungeon Dive. Daniel here, and welcome back to the continuing deep dive into the depths of Shadows of Brimstone. And we're going to continue our look at the enemies today. Now this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because I kind of lost track of how many of these kind of deluxe enemies I have left, and I really only have one set left. Before we move into some of the other mini bosses and bosses that I want to take a look at. So we're just going to take a look at one last set for this video, and then we'll kind of flip through some information pages very quickly on the remainder of the enemy expansions that I have. So this is just going to be a quick episode, and then I think we're going to have probably 2 more episodes on the enemies, probably 2 more on the bosses, and then we're probably going to do 1 or 2 episodes on some of the expansion heroes, and then we'll move into an episode on some house rules, and then probably 1 or 2 episodes on hex crawl, and then probably a closing out video. So we're looking at probably 8 more episodes for this series. I think that is the final roadmap. So, like I said in a previous video, when you order your stuff via Kickstarter, you're going to get all of your information pages in a book. And so that's why I was saying that if you do order stuff on eBay and it says it's from Kickstarter, you want to make sure that the person you are ordering from sends you the copies of the pages from this book. Either they cut the spine and send you the actual pages, or they send you color copies. So just make sure you're going to get a full complete set if you order stuff on eBay. But the one enemy pack we have to look at here is the Shadow Ninja Clan. Great piece of artwork there, really nice. And this says, kidnappers, thieves, and assassins. The clan ninja are mercenaries offering their services to the highest bidder. Led into battle by ruthless Kosugi ninja masters. These stealthy killers move silently, running across rooftops and scaling walls to reach their targets, striking without warning and disappearing back into the shadows. In the struggle for power between rival samurai houses, ninja are often employed to accomplish the most sinister objectives. In the time of chaos, since the Sword of Heaven struck the mountain and the dragons returned to the world, several of the most notorious ninja clans have begun working with the forces of darkness. The Shadow Clans. These treacherous assassins have betrayed their own world for the promise of untold riches and power, while others have declared their own bid for domination, searching endlessly for mystical artifacts imbued with the power of the void to fuel their twisted ambitions. Just real quick, I wanted to mention a couple awesome ninja movies in case anybody wanted to watch one. One is called Ninja in the Dragon's Den. Just an amazing movie with an awesome ninja theme song at the beginning, where the chorus of the theme song actually says the words Shaka Ninja, and it's set to a montage of ninjas training in some of the most outlandish training, one of the most outlandish training montages I've ever seen in a movie. Another one is from Jingsu Dong, and it's called Duel to the Death. Just an absolutely brilliant movie. And finally, of course, we have Chang Che's masterpiece, The Five Elemental Ninja, or as it was known from Black Belt Theater, Chinese Super Ninjas. So I believe at least Chinese Super Ninjas and Duel to the Death are on Amazon Prime streaming in the U.S. At least the last time I checked, they were. But anyways, so you're going to get your typical information sheet here. You're going to get your information about your new ninjas, the Ninja Clan, and the Kosugi Ninja Master. A little bit of information about your new cards and your Shadow Clan cards. And then here you're going to have your Shadow Clan leaders. And they're going to have different clans here. The Yamayo, the Sobara's Nemesis, the Dragon's Claws, the Bakemono, the Order of Muto, and the Children of the Spider. And then you're going to get a little bit more information about how to play your ninja masters and the deadly missions. You will get some poison and burn markers, some death mask tokens, and then 2 new missions. You will have a mission called Shadow War and a mission called Master of Death with a D6 ninja castle trap there. And then the illustrations of Brian Snoddy and Ben Wooten, 2 names that we have heard before. Okay, so here are the minis. A really nice set here. You get, I believe you get 6 of the ninjas, and there are 2 different sculpts there, so really cool. There is some variety, so you can make some nice looking ninjas there. And then the Ninja Master here, pretty cool. They've definitely upped their sculpt game as the years have progressed. All right, so here we have our Kosugi Ninja Master enemy sheet. He's an outlaw, a ninja, and ruthless. He has assault. He can fire shuriken with a range 5, shots 3, damage 2. He's acrobatic. He is a Kosugi Master. The enemy's combat hits ignore armor, and he gains plus X combat, where X is equal to the difference between his initiative and the target's initiative. So he is more deadly against slower enemies, which is cool. I like that. That's a nice little, just a nice way to make initiative mean something more. They have 10 health plus 3 per hero. The damage is variable. Again, we are seeing more variable damage as the time goes on. There's the elite chart. And then here is the brutal side there. Now the damage is P damage. So P just doesn't have a 1. It's more of a bell curve die. All right. And then we have our ninja clan. So these are our normal little ninja minions. They are part of a ninja clan. They also have shuriken. They are acrobatic. They are deadly. So they bypass armor. And they have a dodge. So they have an armor of 5 up. So they can avoid wounds. And then there is their brutal side there. Okay. And then let's see, we have our ninja cards. So the first set here is our different shadow ninja clans. Like I said before, we have the Order of Muto. We have Sobara's Nemesis, Bakemono, Yamio, no special rules. So this is just your standard, normal, run-of-the-mill daily ninja. Everyday ninja. That'd be a good name for an old 80s ninja movie. The Dragon's Claws and Children of the Spider. All right, then we have your Shadow Clan leaders. So these are going to be what your ninja master is going to be. So he can be Akara, of the Demon Horn, and his stats and everything will then be augmented. And we have Hokaro, the Dragon's Chosen. And Ankoku, the Living Shadow. And Samise, the Shadow Spider. Omisha, Kiss of Death. And Taishi, the Silent Knight. And then finally, the ninja clans, they are going to be on a deadly mission when you encounter them. So maybe they are involved in some kidnapping or a shadow mark, possibly some espionage, maybe some sabotage, or maybe some good old assassination. And then you're going to get some information cards about your shadow clans, your death masks, your shadow clan leaders, and your deadly missions. So that was the last of the deluxe enemy packs that I own. Okay, so next up, I'm just gonna flip through some of these little information packs that I have for non-deluxe enemies. I'm just going to kind of flash them to the camera. You guys can pause if you want to read the flavor text there. And so some of these are gonna move from Forbidden Fortress back through time, back to the Old West. So you're gonna have the Takobake Riflemen there. The Akaname Tongue Demons, the Temple Dogs, the Flesh Mites, the Scourge Rats and Rat's Nest. The Rat's Nest is really cool. The Hell Vermin. I like these guys. I think these guys look pretty cool. The Swamp Slugs of Jargano. These guys are cool looking. I like the way that they turned out there. The Darkstone Brutes. Just these massive, like, rock men. They've been completely taken over by Darkstone. They're very cool looking. I like them a lot. They remind me of like a Dark Souls boss or enemy. The Swamp Raptor. So the Swamp Raptor, you might actually want to get 2 because it comes with a couple cards that actually spawn 2, and I only have 1. So I think he is a model that benefits from getting 2. He is a cool model. It's fun to have a dino. Then we have these Harvesters from Beyond. These guys kind of go along with the Flesh Stalkers or maybe the Tredaran Warriors, kind of part of that that whole world there. Big Daddies. All right, this was a cool guy that actually got added to the ancient city of Targa, and this is the Guardian of Targa. He is another one that you might want to get 2 because there are cards that spawn 2. Again, I only have 1, but it's a great mini, really chunky. I really like this guy a lot. It's one of my favorite minis in the whole game. So I may want to end up getting another one just so you can have that epic battle with 2 of them. This was another enemy that they added to the ancient city, and that is the Custodians of Targa. And then you also get these Targa pylons, which are kind of like laser cannons that are going to blast at you. They don't move, so they're just like turrets. The Troon Hunters. This is another enemy pack that they added to the City of Ancients, or the Ancient City. I absolutely hate this model. It's just, this was one of their really early models, maybe their first expansion at retail, and it's just not a very good looking mini at all. And the enemy themselves are not that fun to fight. These are Tredaran Raiders, so these are just kind of like minion soldiers that you might want to add to your Tredara set if you're into that. And then we have this extra large enemy, the Darkstone Hydra. He's pretty cool. This like big 3-headed rattlesnake type looking guy. Really fun. This was a kind of a controversial one because it is these ancient horrors. So in the original sets, the main kind of boring enemy was this tentacle. And then what they did is they took 3 of these and combined them together to make one enemy and charged money for it. But I think it also came with, a couple encounter cards. I can't exactly remember, but this was kind of like when they started selling stuff that I was like, really guys? Because they just put 3 tentacles on a big base and called it a new enemy. I probably shouldn't have bought that. I think that was around the time when I started questioning how much money I was actually going to throw at Shadows of Brimstone. And then we have these guys, the Darkstone Scorpions. Really cool. I like these guys quite a bit. The models are pretty neat. And then we do have a few more things in the Kickstarter book. A few more normal enemy packs here. We do have these Bone Eaters. Those guys are pretty cool there. They are in the belly of the beast, so it's nice to have those guys. The Magma Fiends. And I think they came with also cards that you could add to the Caverns of Cinder. So yet again, another enemy that specifically addresses the original problem with Caverns of Cinder. I almost feel like the frogs have been working over the last few years to address the issue that originally the Caverns of Cinder just didn't have very much variety because they keep adding cool stuff to it. And then we have, so yeah, that's it. Those are all the normal enemy packs, so that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's others that I don't have. But all right, so just a quick episode today. Next time, we will start diving into some of the mini bosses and bosses. So take it easy, guys. I hope you're enjoying this series. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.